Hey guys, it's I Have Sneaky Pants, and today I'm going to be going over why I think The Division sucks. So, to make this clear, I do not hate this game. I think it's fun, and I will be picking up if it goes on sale for like $40. And I can already see you guys down in the comment section saying, oh, it's just a beta. It's just a beta. Everything you say is wrong. First off, this is not a beta. This is a demo and a hype machine. A beta would not have you locked out of content because the point of a beta is to test the game out, okay? And then they don't even have a way to report bugs in game. That's ridiculous. So now we got all those people that saying it's just gonna be a beta out of the way who already disliked the video. We're gonna go into the game. So first off, it's fun. Gameplay wise, it's fun, but it does have its problems. So there's no crouch first off, okay? So people keep saying, oh, it's a tactical based shooter. It doesn't need crouch. But you open doors in the middle of the game, like in the middle of the doorway, and you can't do anything about that. That's tactical. I mean, is it really that hard to add a crouch? I don't think so. And then the map's not very big. It might be big if you're running everywhere, which you have to do, which kind of sucks. And they don't even have that much to do. And they might add more in the final game, but it doesn't. I don't know. If it's like this, it's going to take forever to get to the side mission. It's going to take 10 minutes just to walk there. And if you die, you have to run back from their base of operations, and it takes even longer. I mean, that's kind of ridiculous. The fast travel system doesn't work very well because you only fast travel to your home base and safe houses, which in the beta there's only one. Demo, I'm going to call it a demo for now on because it's a demo. So I've played for like 4 hours so far, and most of it's been running around because it takes forever to run everywhere. It's boring, it's not fun. And in this demo, you only have 4 skills. You're telling me that it's a beta and it's going to have bugs, but you can't test out most of the skills to see if they have bugs? Okay. So there's that problem. You can only unlock more than one from a skill tree too, and it's the healing ability. Like, why? It doesn't have the talents and the perks. Like, how are we supposed to test those out? It's because you're not. It's because it's a demo, and they're just supposed to try to make you buy the game. It doesn't even have the crafting in it, the demo. But I don't understand why would they take something out like that out. Like, you can go get tools, you can get disassemble stuff, but you can't craft. That doesn't make sense to me. Why would they take stuff like that out? I have a feeling they're trying to hide something, like the game's not as big as they're trying to make it seem. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but that's what it's looking like so far. And then it said right there, I had the medical section already 20% done. I didn't even play for that long. Like, that happened within the first 30 minutes or whatever because of that was pretty much the first mission, and that's it. I will give them credit for this though. This is really cool. I just go in and select the mission disc fully, and then it just starts again. I think that's awesome, and there's no loading or anything.
We've got a lot of hostiles inside, Agent. They're holding Dr. Candle and her staff. We need those personnel back at the base so we can...
Okay, and then with the non-loading thing, there's a problem. Their texture popping in is really bad. So you'll see really blurry textures until you're right up to people, and that happens a lot. And I'm even on ultra settings. The game looks really good, don't get me wrong. I'm surprised they didn't downgrade it more on PC. But the textures are bad at loading, and I hope they do something about that. So you watch the Sierra on the monitor. It goes to the blue screen of death or whatever, and then it's blurry, and then it comes on blurry. That happens a lot.
Looks like Candle and her staff are being forced to treat their wounded. That's the only reason they're still alive.
And then if you come over to these windows, or glass panels, sorry, you can shoot them, right? And then it will do their little cool destruction thing that has problems, and I'll talk about that later on. But it never shatters. You can keep shooting it and over, which glass shatters if you keep shooting it or stuff like that. And then you can't even beat it to shatter it. So I don't know why is that the thing? Like, how? And I really hope the different missions, and I bet they will, so don't think I'm knocking the game for this, but I really hope the other missions won't have boss fights like this where you're just shooting the same guy over and over until he dies. I hope they have new mechanics and things like that make it different and from other boss fights. Now going through the city, I don't know how long the infection or whatever started based on the game timeline, but if it's been like a couple months, the buildings are like really run down for that. Like, I guess it kind of makes sense, but whatever. But if it's been years, I don't really understand because you have these like 3 main factions, right? And you don't see like flags for the factions anywhere. You don't see anything defining that, like, oh, there's these main factions, and that the world just seems dull. Like, a plug happened, right? And there's 3 main factions are going over people. You do see citizens all over the place for some reason, though. I thought they were supposed to be hiding. There are a couple things cool, though, that I really like about this. Like, so my problems right now are there's not a lot of buildings you can enter. They're like, oh, it's a 1-to-1 scale of New York. It's like, so what? Which is a lie, by the way, because they have models missing in the middle of the skyscrapers and stuff. They have models missing. So I mean, is that 1-to-1? What counts? But there's also not a lot of places you can go into. There's a lot of places that don't look like it's been broken into, which you think would happen with the plug going on. People would go crazy, rioting and stuff, which is what they say, right? So there's that, like, whatever. There's very rare cases like what's in the video right now where you can go through buildings. There's not enough buildings that are open, in my opinion. It just seems different. Okay, so that really cool part, that is like, if you're running down the street, you can sometimes, like, in this one time at night, like, I'm running through the street and it's nighttime and there's like, you can see this light and there's like people and they're talking, and then it's really cool. I really like that. It's like there's people in the apartment talking and stuff. But there's another time it happened. It's like the glass wouldn't show their little bullet things, which happens a lot. The little bullet going through the window, and then it's just, I don't know. And then everything just seems delayed. Like, he saw me shoot that guy and he went down after like a second. The bullet decals or whatever take a while to show up, if they even show up at all. Sometimes they don't even show up. And then the dark zone, it has some really cool features and it sounds really cool when you think about it, but in game it doesn't work that well. It sometimes works, it doesn't work. But like, so first when you start out, there's like, if you exit the dark zone, I've had a lot of people just camp that, and there's like 8 entrances in the final game, I think 8 or 9. And if you think someone big, like a streamer or something, who just wants to ruin everybody's day, it wouldn't be hard to get a lot of people just to watch those and camp it. It's like, it doesn't seem like there has to be some way to protect people coming out of just getting into the dark zone, right? And then when you go into these contaminated zones, the chests are almost never open. Like, I barely found anybody in this playthrough or whatever, but the chests were still not open or had anything. You couldn't open them still. And then again, there's just a lot of walking when there's like no players to find. And then there's no really point to go rogue. You just wait for people to go rogue. There's a lot of baiting, people trying to make people shoot them become rogue. Like, it's just, there's no really thing, because you can't get the bounty when you're rogue because you're always shown on the map for other people and they just hunt you down. They need to stop that so they're not shown at all times. And here's what I mean by it sometimes not showing up. Like, there was a delay. The first one didn't even pop up. It happens a lot. And then with the tires, people are like, oh yeah, this is really cool. But as soon as the tires are blown out, or if the tires weren't blown out at all, it just goes through the tire. You don't hear a rubbish sound. You don't hear anything else. It's just, it does this like it's not, the tire's not even there. And then some places in the dark zone only have 2 ways up to them. So you can have a group of 4 people camp up there. They shoot people, they kill people, and then they get their thing, and then they sit up here, and they just wait until their bounties are up. And that's kind of ridiculous if you think about it. I don't know why they would think that's a good idea to have 2 places that only have 2 ways up. And then jumping jacks is the new teabagging.
Fucking shot me first.
Extraction.
Baited!
I will come back and I will just...
And then citizens are invincible. I don't know why they have to hire and train these new division agents when, you know, you have invincible citizens. Anyways, though, that's it for this video, guys. If you liked it, like it. I don't know, all the fanboys already disliked it, but in the end, it's pretty fun. I like it, but maybe not with $60. We don't know until the full release, I guess, technically, but if anything's like what it's seen now and the zones are exactly the same, it's not going to be worth $60.